Hey guys, this is RL. This is going to be the tutorial for the HyBrid 3. This tutorial covers the new additions that I've made lately, but for the sake of those that are downloading it for the first time, I'm going to go over the entire process here. I'll try to do this real fast, so if you don't understand anything, you need to, just watch it a couple of times. Okay, once you download and install, you'll sit and open it up. This is the home screen that you'll see. The first thing you need to do is update or probably load your state. Now the program will install to your C drive into a folder called HyBrid 3. Inside that folder you will see a game folder, a license folder, and you need to select the games. Now, Winsome has provided the databases for this, and I believe he's included all the U.S. games plus a couple from Canada, maybe a few more. I'm not sure about that. But all the database names used the state abbreviation, so we can see here that California is CA. To load the game, you can either highlight it and then go down and click the open button, or depending on which version of Windows you have, you might be able to just double click on it and it'll go ahead and load it. As soon as you load the database, you need to press the database button and look at it. You can see here that these particular games are only updated to December 4th. Hopefully when I upload this, I'll be able to put the games in it, databases that are updated all the way to the I believe today's the 17th, so it should be updated to the night of the 16th. But anyway, that's you can view the database at any time. Now to update your draws, this has a manual updater, and it's kind of a two-step process. The first thing you need to do is set the date to the correct date for the actual drawing. Now to adjust the date, you can move the mouse over any of these values here and then either left or right click to increase or decrease them. Now that anytime you open this up, it'll default to 555, which is kind of the center of the pic3, a pic3 set. But what you would do is you would set the date to the correct date, and then you would just, using the mouse again and left or right clicking, you would set in the the numbers for the draw that you want to update. Once you've done that, click save, and then it'll come back, and then you can add the next game. You can add as many as you need until your database is fully up to date. Now once you're done doing all that, just click the close button. Now the number that I put in there is just a bogus number, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove it. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight this and then delete it, and then I'll click File and Save. Now when you update using the updater, after the update it reloads all the internal data in the program, so anytime you make an edit to the database other than through the update utility, you need to, after you save this and exit, you need to hit the reload button. This will cause the program to take your edits into effect when it restores the internal values that the program uses. Like I said, you can hit the reload at any time. This will reset the HyBrid values all to 0, and it'll erase any sets that you have in your run file. Now the HyBrid is a 3-digit system that uses a base 4 number system. You don't need to understand that, but basically the user's responsibility is to set these 3 digits correctly, and anytime you do and hit the run button, it'll generate a pic3 state straight within 16 lines. There are a few games that will only output 14 lines, a few 12, and maybe a few that have 10, but the majority of the time you're always going to wind up with 16 lines. Now I'm going to skip ahead here a little bit, and I'm going to open the H code. This is your analysis tool that you will use to try to come up with the 3 digits that you're going to play. Now you can click on the list button here and you can see what the hybrid codes were for the last 132 games. Now the hybrid will always be ranged from 0 to 3. You will never deal with a digit greater than 3. And you'll hear me refer to these as position 1, 2, and 3, and I'll get into that a little bit more here in a second. But anyhow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make a single video. I wanted to open this up just so I could kind of explain the process, and then I'll make a second video that will cover this tool. Okay, so for now I'm going to go ahead and just exit this, and well, I didn't do what I intended to do here. Okay, if I view the list to show you kind of how, just a quick, what I'm going to do is an after the fact run. The three values, the three hybrid values for the last game in the database are shown right here, 0, 3, 1. If I exit this, so I put, this is what you would be trying to do. You would try to pick these 3 digits to play. Once you have these three digits set, simply just click the run file. It'll generate the lines. You can view them right here, and you can see probably in this set there should be 16, but like I said, certain setups that you run here won't produce 16. Some can produce as few as 10. We'll open up the database here, and then I'll open up the run file and the database. And now these are the lines that we just generated, and I'm doing an after the fact setup. So we were looking to pick the 181. So if I scroll down through here, we can see right there about middle way of the file was our 181. So you can play the 16 lines, or if you've got a method to filter them, you can do that. You can make the 50-cent bet, cover all 16 for $8, or make dollar bets if you're real confident about your settings, and it would cost you 16. Pretty much that's covers everything for the main buttons here. Like I said, I'm going to make a second tutorial on just using the H-code analysis tool. And then there's one other thing I need to mention before I exit here. To change the background image of the program, you can press the letter C as in Charlie. It will open up a little utility here, and I've included 10 images that you can load to the background. Now I've got my particular one here set on 6, but I'll run it up here to 9, which is the kind of small yacht there. Once you've set this value, and again, to adjust this, just use the mouse and left or right click to increase or decrease. Once you've got the image selected that you want to load, just press the letter E that it says right here, and then it'll change your background image. When I done this, I tried to put an image in here that most people ought to be able to find one that they like. I'm going to scroll back down here to image 1, press E again, but you can see that it's changeable. But anyway, that's going to do it for this tutorial, and then the next one will be on using the H-code tool. Thank you for watching, and talk to y'all later.